Welcome to Ra Online. Today's topic is difficult situations during cesarean section. So what are the ideal conditions when we are doing a cesarean section? It should be an elective cesarean section. The team should be good and efficient. The sisters and the assistant should be well versed with the procedure. It should be a lower segment cesarean section. It should not be a classical cesarean section. It should be a first time cesarean on that lady, that she should be a primary cesarean and not a repeat cesarean. The baby should be having a cephalic presentation and the head should preferably not be deeply engaged, and it should be easy to scoop out of the pelvis. The placenta should be easily separated and it should be normally placed. The uterine wound should look neat and it should not get extended into the broad ligament, and there must be no lateral tears into the forming hematomas or extension into the cervix. The patient should not have excessive bleeding, that is, blood loss should be less than 1000 ml. And after the delivery of the uterus, after doing the active management of third stage, the uterus should become well contracted. Now, what are the risk factors when these situations may not be there? So, what are the risk factors for complications during a cesarean section? One is if the person is using excessive speed, if the person is not having enough experience for doing a cesarean section, if the person is doing a cesarean section for a preterm baby, that is the gestational age of the baby is less than 32 weeks, if the vertex is very high or very low, so a high floating head or a deeply engaged head is a problem. If the membranes have been ruptured because there is no liquor, and as soon as we give an incision on the uterus, there is because of the oligohydramnios, there is likely to injure the baby. So we should preferably be using uterine incision very carefully to minimize any scalp injury on the baby's head. Now, what are the general principles to be used to reduce the complication of cesarean section? One is properly plan the cesarean section. Do not do these procedures in emergency. So, preferable to put the cesarean as an elective procedure to avoid or minimize problems so that we can get maximum help. Pre-anesthetic checkup and preparation should be done by an anesthetist. Patient should be kept fasting, and a proper rehearsal of the operative step in the particular woman, because before doing the surgery, hear the fetal heart rate, see which side the back of the baby is, what is the station of the head of the baby, which side there is a limbs of the baby, which side there is the occiput of the baby, which side you have to put your hand inside the uterus and flex the head of the baby. So all these things should be properly rehearsed before undertaking a cesarean section. So are we always so blessed? No, we are not. So complications do arise, and the risky scenarios are when the emergency cesarean is done with a deeply engaged head, when the head is mobile, when the baby is not cephalic or baby is breech, then it becomes a breech delivery in cesarean section. When the patient is having a repeat cesarean section, we will find adhesions from the previous cesarean section. When the placenta is attached in the lower segment, then the placenta may not separate on its own and we may have to do manual removal of placenta, or the placenta may be adherent, or it may be growing into the adjacent structures like the myometrium and the bladder when it is called as incretas or percretas. Then there can be excessive bleeding. It can happen because of the lateral extension of the uterine incision into the uterine arteries. Or sometimes the patient can have other comorbidities like asthma in pregnancy, diabetes in pregnancy, hypertension in pregnancy. So these cesarean sections are risky cesarean sections. Now let us have a case scenario. 28-year-old Mrs. S. She is gravida 3, P2L2, previous 2 cesareans. And this previous 2 cesareans were done for the failure of descent of head. Now she has been posted for an elective LSCS at 38 completed weeks for the indication of 2 previous LSCS, and she has got a vertical scar on her abdomen because of first cesarean section, and she has got a transverse scar because of the previous cesarean section. So how do you plan the incision? So the answer is we'll give the patient preferably a transverse fan and steel incision. Even though she has a prior vertical incision, this time the incision should preferably be transverse. Now, since this is a case of previous 2 surgeries, what are the problems we can expect before reaching the lower segment? So there can be omental adhesions, and sometimes because of the previous 2 times the utrovesical fold has been dissected, the bladder will be drawn up or adhered. Now the patient has not gone into labor, and her previous LSCs were done because of the high floating head. So she is most likely a case of cephalopelvic disproportion with a mobile head, and when we try to scoop the head out during the cesarean section, the head might slip away because it is not a well engaged head and it is not perfectly lying in the lower segment. Then how do we manage adhesions? We can this is a laparoscopic picture showing omental adhesions which form after the cesarean section. So when we do a repeat cesarean section, we will find these omentum which has been adhered to the peritoneum in the parietes. So whenever we are doing adhesiolysis, we should do only the minimum required to gain access to the uterus. Do not overtly try to do adhesiolysis at the time of cesarean. Cesarean is not a time to do adhesiolysis because the pelvis is congested, and these adhesiolysis will result in a severe ooze and they will reform because of the hypervascular status of pregnancy. Now these are the various post-cesarean adhesions which form from the anterior uterine wall up to the rectus in the anterior abdominal wall. Now sometimes if you were to ever do laparoscopy after these cesarean sections and when the patient is not pregnant, we can do a laparoscopic adhesiolysis for these adhesions.